You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
I thank the Lord for my many blessings. Don't stress and keep a vest for protection from the barrel of a Smith & Wesson. And all my niggas in the pen, here we go again. Ain't nothing separating us but my Mac 10. Born in the ghetto as a hustler. Hold up.
We all strive to be the killer, the struggle of the little niggas. To be a thug is the religion. Feeling that casket from society. Drop the anger, young niggas, they run the shoot. That's the lives and danger. And the preacher, they preach religion like the book can say. When I see niggas praying, still got one in the chamber. I swear the streets is evil. If that's the devil, then I see it's people. Daily, murder's just a second nature. Third nature is get your paper, nigga, trade the fuck. From being broke to slave niggas, the slaves to mine. Poison is characteristics, and we fuck this, we ain't got a cure. We face time, quoting scriptures just to make us pure. But in these streets, it's kind of hard to fake it. It's no more praying, just decreeing, no more weak. The correlation has me from violent, that shit ain't true. And my bitch won't you do. And niggas busting they shoot. Fuck your public opinion. This is hard times when you're doing the time. Fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. Bitches hard time doing third time. Fuck your public opinion. Niggas in the suburbs and judging us. Some happy niggas in the ink, they separated from us. The only time they know the niggas till it cuffed up. The only time they know the niggas when they fucked up. That's when they back to the county line. What's up, my nigga? I see you back in the hood. Welcome back, my nigga. You better man up and arm yourself. Rich too, better hustle up. Don't fuck yourself. See, I ain't never seen a silver spoon. The only thing that niggas never let you do what you got to do. And if that means push it back, why the fuck should I get that black shit? It ain't no African American building shit. Yes, just me on your boat, nigga. Fuck you too. Niggas can't pray to survive. Niggas can't pray in this food. That's true. Then picture this. There wouldn't be nobody starving and homelessness. So fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. This is hard times when you're doing dumb time. Fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. It's hard time doing third time. Fuck your public. I ain't trying to be a role model, so fuck that shit. I'm only up to survive and make a way through this bitch. You ain't gotta hear my music, nigga. Change that shit. I'm only speaking from my life. That's when life was a bitch. Call me, copy, motherfucker. Fuck your mama. I speak for niggas in jail. I speak for niggas with them real problems. I ain't tripping low, my niggas is listening. Fuck you, you pussy up the ass nigga. Fuck the public opinion. Bitch, I'm looking to the top of everybody else that don't understand why. See, please be my niggas. Don't get up these niggas got. You ain't never been in the hood. You will never understand why. Why niggas love till they got, 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 till they got. Fuck your public opinion. Even though a nigga stay stressed, niggas blessed through the test. Fuck the rest. Fuck your public opinion.
Which is the worst hospital in Ohio? Most Ohio. Fuck
your public opinion. This is hard times when you do a third time. Fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. It's hard time doing third time. Fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. It's hard time when you do a third time. Fuck your public opinion. Fuck your public opinion. It's hard time doing a third time. Fuck your public opinion.
Boss really is acting crazy right now. So I do an update. Go figure that.
As you all know, motherfucker been going
Give me a
through a
few
lot of
minutes, man.
shit
I'm just trying to
lately.
get things set up right quick.
Nigga Facebook been looking like a fucking reality show. You know what I mean? People switching their
I got you, Ant.
shit. You know what I mean?
What's up, Jay?
Baby mama drama and shit. You know what I mean? Faggot ass niggas. You know what I mean? It's hard to get a record deal around this motherfucker because a nigga just too real for this industry. But you know what? Fuck y'all. I ain't the fucking one. I'm only with my feelings hurt. Hey, it's just another day. Try to stay alive and keep the bills paid. Bitches quick to pull a turn on. I said these hoes and let it burn on. Make you gotta keep it thugging in the hard time. Smoke a lot of weed till a nigga high. Drink a little liquor, try not to cry. These swings get to sleep, they don't leave you dry. Until they bell runs, drop calling niggas disease and then apologize. You make your bad bitch swinging that shit. I'm a real ass nigga, I ain't the fucking bitch, you left, stay where your stinking ass at. I ain't the fucking I ain't the motherfucking one. I ain't the fucking 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 one. See a lot of shit change when you fall down. All these nigga voice telling hope they come around. South good. Nigga, that's just for that. A nigga just need a square cause I'm stressed out. Picture a nigga pissed off. Hey, rolling up the buttons in the abstract. Fuck up. Yeah, the shit hurt, but it's real, nigga. Swallow your feelings and then you heal, nigga. It's Machiavelli playing pop, try to die. Get your money up, thug nigga, till it die. Nigga, watch the bitch slowly come. Oh, your homeboy now. I ain't the fucking one. I am shit up, nigga. I ain't the fucking one. Tell them hoe ass niggas, man. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I ain't the fucking one. I ain't the fucking one. Fuck you too, nigga. I ain't the fucking one. Real niggas say they ain't the fucking one. Got the game fucked up, but I ain't the fucking one. Got your nigga floating in this motherfucker. Niggas used to be G's, but now they all bust. They all flipping the women, and you can't wake them up.
What's happening, man? I don't like that setup. Let me see if I can get that out your face. Yeah, 'cause I ain't feeling that at all. Here, let me switch sides with you. There we go. What the heck is going on? What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound real low. Hold on.
That's probably low.
Okay, I got you now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I hear you now.
For sure. All right, man. So what's going on with it? So real quick, man, because I'm running behind schedule. I just got off work. Rushed home. Somebody hit me up with the topic. Hey, man, I'm going through some things in my personal life. This is a situation. What you think? Can we talk about it on the show? So I said, all right, let's do the thing. Real quick before I run into this, for those of you who are on TikTok, I guess I should put the link on there. We are broadcasting live on multiple platforms, but TikTok is now live running. So if you guys are on TikTok, go check it out over there if you want to. I will provide the link in the comments section. Let's see where we at real quick. All right, here we go. Move that out the way so I can see. All right, so here we go. Real quick. So co-ed sleepovers. All right. One of the more controversial issues in modern day parenting. Absolutely. Actually, it's more common actually than I thought. It seems kind of strange to me, but okay. Um, a fan of the podcast messaged me and asked me if I'd air a show pertaining to this topic, as they are currently facing this issue and are looking for feedback from other parents of this generation. Would you allow your teenagers, boyfriend slash girlfriend, would you allow the boyfriend or girlfriend to spend the night? Yes or no? Okay. Um, there was a poll that went up in reference to this as well. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Gotta have this coffee in my system. I'm feeling good this morning. Oh man, let's see. Uh, uh, excuse me. Excuse me. Let me see. The poll. Ah, yes.
Damn.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we are. What is your belief as a parent? What is your belief as a parent? The appropriate age to cut off, or age appropriate. What is the appropriate age to cut off co-ed sleepovers? Your vote is more important than your comment. Please vote. From the looks of it, looks like only one person voted on it. So I definitely will be asking people as they pop in, comment or whatever have you. What is the age appropriate ness to cut off co-ed sleepovers? The votes that the choices were 8 to 10 years of age, and the other one was no set age. It should be based on the maturity. The one vote, which was actually Yvette Wilborn, Aunt Vet, she said that no age. I'm sorry, no, there's no set age. It should be based on the maturity. That's interesting. Ah, man. I lost you, Aunt. Where'd you go? All right, we'll see if we get him back. Uh-oh, hold on one second. Man, I'm over here neglecting my TikTokers. What's up? EASON 613. What's happening? So yeah, yes, he's back. Do, 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 do. All right, Aunt, your camera ain't working, man, but I see you.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
All right, for sure. No, you good. Take your time. What is this? So you gotta kind of bear with me. I'm trying to figure out this TikTok thing. This is like my second time streaming there. It's a whole different experience. It's kind of crazy. So what you get from it, man? You're a parent. What's your take on that?
As far as letting somebody stay over,
Yeah,
uh,
teenage.
no, that didn't happen. I mean,
Right, our generation it didn't, but apparently it's more common now. That our parents wasn't going for it.
yeah,
Point blank
that
period.
wouldn't
I
happen.
ain't even gonna sit here and kid.
No, it was just it wasn't even up for debate. It was like,
Right.
you got to be out of your mind, you know.
Right. Right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I could say because I can remember going over to a girl's house and their mama was like, "What time you going home?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that wasn't a question. It was pretty much saying, "You need
Get the fuck out."
You need to get out my house."
Right.
You know, so,
Right.
So I don't know what's going on nowadays, but that did not happen when I was a teenager.
You know, it's so much. There's so much for me to say on that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because let me see where to start, right? So when you're what's up, Amina? Thanks for tuning in. When you are in the world that we live in today, okay. Jamie says it's a no for me. Yeah, I'm with you on that too. In the world that we live in today, where everything is criminal, everything is quote unquote sexual exploitation, everybody's hypersensitive. Where would that even be a good idea of allowing your teenage daughter or your teenage son's girlfriend or boyfriend or you know, the birds and the bees and the bees and the bees and the birds and the birds? Where do you even get the idea that that's a good idea? Where in the mindset does that even say as an adult, not even as an adult, as a parent, that that's a good idea? You see what I'm saying? Our generation, we combated teenage pregnancy, right? Now, lost him again. He'll be back though. Now, not so much combating teenage pregnancies. Your body, your choice is what we're dealing with. But now is that it borderline tippy toes on condoning and promoting sexual activity, underage sexual activity. So with that being said, if this is what it's knocking on the verge of that. If it's knocking on the verge of that, then how do you even go about can't find the words that I'm looking for. If this is knocking on the door of condoning underage sexual activity, how is that even okay? That's, to me, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just me personally. To me, that's knocking on the verge of saying, okay, well, it's almost like promoting pedophilia. Not pedophilia, no, because that's an adult and a child. Essentially, yeah, because you I don't know what the term is for it, or even if there is a term for it. You're condoning something that essentially is illegal. Hold on one second. Let me see what's going on over here. I'm trying to keep an eye on both of these here. Let me see what we got. Comment on the floor. Jamie Kaza says, you can't even say based on maturity when I've seen adults that shouldn't have sleepovers because they can't handle it. LOL. Yeah, but that's a whole different topic, man. When I say the maturity aspect, so I think you're talking about the poll. So let me go back to the poll for a second. The poll states, what is your belief as a parent? The appropriate age to cut off co-ed sleepovers. Okay, age 8 to 10 years of age, or no set age. It should be based on maturity. To clarify the maturity aspect in that statement is not only maturity but awareness. We all, I don't care how old you or how young you are, we all have had or have experienced, which is not criminal, but the government seems to want to make this criminal, but it's a scientific fact that there's this phase that we all go through called the exploration phase or exploration period. You're going to explore your body, your peers. This is when you're playing, for older generations, those of you who are in my generation or older, you're familiar with how we played doctor or a house, or you played school, that type of thing. This is during your experimental phases, experimental and exploration, which is perfectly normal. We have villainized that, unfortunately. So it's more along not only the maturity, but as well as the awareness. If you Master Quinn, thanks for joining. If you are it's hard to criminalize something when you're unaware. Okay. There's this clause in the government that says that your ignorance does not make you exempt. But in all reality, if you don't know what you're doing, then it can't be a crime. Hence the saying, a person won't do any better if they're not taught any better. Okay. If I don't know spitting on the sidewalk is illegal, or if I don't know jaywalking is illegal, I'm not going to go to the crosswalk to cross the street. I'm just going to cross the street wherever the hell I'm at. All right. A child that doesn't know something is wrong will not hide or flinch. It's going to be normal to them. So once you, as a parent, have taught your child about their body, good touch, bad touch, and they can distinguish between the two genders, at that point, you're probably what's up, Larry? Thanks for joining. Shelby Shalak, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Once you get to that point, then it becomes one of those issues where now that you're aware, now you know right from wrong. For those who are Christians or familiar with the good book, which I will make this plain, I am not a Christian, but in the same aspect, I do use the Bible as a reference point. When God came down from the heavens looking for Adam after they had ate the fruit, and he says, Adam, where are you? And he says, he was hiding. He says, why are you hiding? He says, because I'm naked. God asked Adam, he says, who He says, who told you you were naked? It's when you become aware of right and wrong that things become criminal. But yeah, for me, I'm with you on that one, Jamie. The co-ed sleepover is definitely at a certain age. Let me say this: as a teenager, no. And in this day and age, it can't even be the homeboy because the homeboy might be the homegirl, or the homegirl might be, you know. So yeah, you as a teenager, that's dead. You know. And it's sad. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? Something so simple as a sleepover, something so innocent as a sleepover, uh, in today's generation, you're dodging litigation. You know what I'm saying? When for us it was like, oh well, my son's having a birthday party, we're gonna have a sleepover. You know what I'm saying? Whatever have you. My daughter's having a sleepover. Her and her girls, you know, send her friends are allowed to sleep over. You can't even do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Somebody talking about somebody touched somebody's son or somebody's daughter. Uh, Kids are too aware of things because the schools are teaching things that are inappropriate, or at an inappropriate age, prematurely teaching things. Access to the internet, you know, like there is no safeguards for these kids anymore. You know what I'm saying? Malik, man, thanks for joining on TikTok. Who else we got out there, man? I ain't even gonna try this one. I'm just gonna say the last part. The Jada, thanks for joining. I ain't gonna butcher your name. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in hearing what everybody else has to say. So if you got some feedback, man, tap in, man. Especially if you're a parent. I want to hear something. You know, shoot. Get in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Don't just sit there and stare at me. Talk to me. Let me hear something. Let me figure out this doggone thing, man, because I ain't seeing no comments on this TikTok thing. This is weird. Like, do you have comments on TikTok? Like, what's the deal over here? I'm just seeing a bunch of people joining. Act like Drake, man. Say something, baby. Shoot, for real. Seriously though, because this is a serious topic, man. Serious issue too, man. Like, I want to hear from a parent that thinks it's okay. Not to tear him down or anything like that, but like I wanna probe in your head. I want to get an understanding as to like what is your logic on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the old school generation. Like that was not happening. So like a parent that feels like it's uh acceptable, especially in this day and age, I definitely want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? Like let me share with me your knowledge, share with me your wisdom. What is your understanding? Like you know, reach one, teach one. Man, Facebook is dead over there, man. Like, that's crazy. Is it too early in the morning for y'all over there at Facebook? I mean, not Facebook, but TikTok. Yeah, they say TikTok be jumping. That's all. Man, I just be sitting back scrolling through TikTok. Well, shit. We on some real shit. Is that why y'all staying awake? Talk to me. Let me hear something. And while you at it, smash that follow button too. And while I'm at it, good morning, cuz. What's going on, Tiff? How you doing? Give me some feedback. Let me talk to you. I need to hear something. Long time no hear. I know you've been going through some things. I see you over on the book over there, doing your Mary J. Blige. Let's see if it's gonna let Anna in this time. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Trying to see what's going on with the video. Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know, man. Shoot, it's this. For all the CEOs all the rappers that where the CEO be all in the video. I don't know. Come to death row. Yeah, man. So I don't know what all you heard thus far, but
yeah, I heard most of it.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know if that's a generational thing. I know growing up that wasn't happening. Seriously, man. Wasn't nobody staying over to my house. I wasn't going over to their house. So like there was a time living. It was pretty much around. Yeah, I want to say around 7 or 8 o'clock. Like I said, their parents was like, "What time you going home?"
Yeah.
Like you need to get up out of here. So
right. I mean, even so far as to if you think about it, right? If you remember, hell, they didn't even want you on the phone with them. Get off my phone.
Yeah, get off my phone and
house. You know what I'm saying?
You call the house and they tell you, "Oh no, they can't have a phone call right now."
I'm trying to tell, man. Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people, I couldn't even sit in their living room.
For real?
I mean, it was like you did not come in their house and sit in their living room. It was like you took your ass outside.
I do remember that.
You had to sit on the front porch or something, but it wasn't going up to their room and closing the door. None of that was going on. So I would have to say it's a generational thing because things are way different now.
Right. In fact, I remember the very few times that you actually had company. And I think Carl had more company than you did, but it was always on the porch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you'd be like, all right, well, I'll be back. And then you'll start mobbing and something like, all right, where this cat go? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I remember even when Carl, over at Mother's house, man, look, if you wasn't family, you wasn't coming through that door.
No. I mean, she would let you come in, but we was all sitting in the same room.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Seriously. Yeah. At her house, that's the way it went down. But it wasn't no like. Yeah. I remember one time. This was real funny. I was about early 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this chick came over. She came over like a Friday night. I think she came over about 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So she left, and she came back the next morning, early in the morning, because we was going to do something, right?
Okay.
And mother asked me up front. She say, "Did that girl spend the night?" I was like, "Oh no!" Right. I said, "No." She came over because we get ready to move out, do a little something. And she's like, "Oh, okay, all right."
Hey, I didn't became accustomed to living. I ain't trying to die.
Right.
Today.
I ain't trying to mess up my situation. So
I'm trying to tell you
yeah.
for real.
So she was like, I know she didn't spend the night. I was
Right.
like, oh no, ma'am, she did not spend the night.
Nah, look,
She
because I tell
clearly
you
came back over here in the morning.
exactly.
And now we both getting ready to leave the house. So
Exactly.
no,
Hey,
so
listen,
I mean,
look,
if
in fact,
that's
look-
going on in somebody's household now, I'm like, more power to you. But that did not happen with me.
man, look, nowadays, man, you go in somebody's house, everything in them, all the beds in there rocking. You hear me? Crazy, like man, shoot, like you feel like you're at Ray's house. You know what I'm saying?
Right, everything going on. Right.
Hell yeah, shit. You hear speak, and then you catching the rhythm too. Like, okay, well, shit, we just
Like,
gonna
it's all good. They're like, nah, that didn't go on, man. I don't know. That's his new parenting. That's the only way I look at it.
and this is the part that gets me right. This is and all jokes aside, Ryu, how you doing, man? Over there at TikTok, thanks for joining in. This is what gets me about that situation. In the time period that we live in, where litigation is as common as breathing, all right. How do you and everything is quote unquote sexual exploitation and criminalized? How do you and this is why I want a parent that's okay with this to tune in and say something, because I need to understand. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I need to understand your side of but how is this, how are you okay with this when in the eyes of government, mind you, teenage, you essentially you're soliciting the minor, contributing to sexual, you know what I'm saying, exploitation. Like, I don't get that.
Yeah, I think you're right on that, because how do you make it make sense to me that it's okay to have your teenager have somebody sleep over unless it's a situation where I would say that other person is in a position where they're homeless or something, and even then, it's kind of like
There's
you
not
gonna
that much.
you gonna sleep in on the floor in the living room or something. You're not gonna be up in somebody's bedroom. So
In fact, even listen, even to say that they're not in the same room, even to say that, okay, let's say my son, right? He has his room. I have my room. And let's say his girlfriend is got kicked out for the night. Oh, I need somewhere to stay. So is she supposed to sleep on my couch?
that's up to me. I mean, if that happened, I'm being generous by saying you can stay here.
Now, here's the thing, right? I don't give a damn if it's a pallet or on the couch per se, hell, on the roof. My thing is this, on the porch. My thing is this is, and let me explain to you why I say you can't sleep on my couch. Now, I'm a light sleeper. I can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah.
If you exhale too damn loud, my eyes pop open. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm saying this. Everybody sleeps at a different level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to stay up all night because she's on my couch? Because let's say some hormonal, you got a phone, you're texting, oh yeah, my dad sleep. You sleeping, you're not sleeping in the room with me. You see what I'm saying? He's not sleeping in the room with me. So we got a dilemma here.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So can she sleep? Well, she ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, you know what? She can stay tonight.
And that's it. And what I mean by tonight, I mean tonight.
Well, watch how creepy this sounds, right? Because again, I know my son, you know what I'm saying, and he older now. I know both my, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a girlfriend, because let's just keep it a buck. The type of parent that I am, I know I can't stop it, but I don't promote it. So here's the situation, right? You're not old enough to be bringing in no grandbabies. I have grandbabies, but they're from my older kids. So when you leave my house with two things. You leave with your cell phone and your wallet. In your wallet or in your pocket better be a condom. You dig what I'm saying? So what you do at the park or behind an abandoned building, I can't stop that.
Mm-hmm.
In my house, I can control that.
Right.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. So if she spends the night because she's got nowhere to go, well, then I got news for you, buddy. Then if she got nowhere to go, you can't be here. Now, what does that look like? Me putting my son out because your girlfriend ain't got one. So, in other words, you get what I'm saying? She can't be here.
I wouldn't necessarily put my son out, but I would.
No.
I would make it clear that I will give her her enough grace for that night. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I'm not rolling the dice on it because here's the thing.
I understand something can happen. Yeah, because I know teenagers. Because
right,
I used to be a teenager once upon a time.
I was getting down, right?
So I know the potential of what can happen.
Right.
So yeah, and like you said, I'm a light sleeper too. So I'm gonna be like, man, if I hear somebody breathe the wrong way, I'm like, whoa, what y'all doing?
Right.
You understand? So I mean, as I said, I would give her enough grace to say, you know what, I understand your situation. You can stay tonight, but as soon as that sun rise, I better see you walking out the door.
Okay, now on the other side of that coin, and I feel where you're coming from. That's that good Samaritan, right?
Right.
Giving her the grace, but in the same aspect, I understand. Keep in mind, who do you know better than thyself? Nobody. With that being said, my son comes from me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even gonna put the temptation in his face for me to have to fuck him up. So she can't be here. You know what I'm saying? She can't be here.
It's just a thing of, I would say it's more of a respect thing because it was just something you didn't do. So I don't know where that kind of question is coming from. Is like you just didn't do it. It was just an unwritten rule. You know?
Right, an unspoken
rule. Yeah,
we're gonna call it an unspoken law.
A law, yeah, pretty much a law. It was like, I don't care how much y'all claim to like each other, that just wasn't happening.
Right, because see, an unspoken rule in our generation, they talk to you about it. An unspoken law, they ain't even talking. They're just gonna look at you like,
no, you just got that look like you must be out of your mind.
Right? You must.
You
right?
all your marbles. Yeah, you want to get hit in your mouth right about now.
That part.
So it was like, nah, that just wasn't gonna happen. So whoever brought up the question, yeah, it's a good one. I'm not saying they wrong for bringing it up, but it's just a difference in upbringing. So
big facts. So I'm gonna put him on blast because he pissed me off. He was supposed to be in here on the panel, and that's how I'm rolling. I'm gonna tell it like it is. So shout out to Richard. Thank you for the topic, man. I appreciate you for being a viewer and a supporter of the channel. It was something that he was dealing with, and he was supposed to be, on the panel today because it was his topic, obviously, and he wanted to discuss it.
Okay.
I called him this morning when I got back. Said, "Hey, you ready?" He didn't call me. He didn't text me. Oh man, I'm at work. Yeah. So you also, not only do you get the shout out, you also get the salute. You know what I'm saying for that part. No love lost though. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we roll. It was a good topic. We currently have I can't see over on TikTok how many viewers I got. I guess I haven't unlocked that yet. We currently have 5 viewers on here though. This is the thing this is the thing that irritates me about this situation. This is a very important topic. And I do understand that the hour is different because this is a morning episode. This is a very important topic. And I know there's 5 viewers that are, if you're watching this 9 times out of 10, you are a parent or a grandparent, you're experiencing this, or have some kind of input, say something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit there and
listen, man.
stare at, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people out here that are going to watch this later. There's people out here that are going through this right now that are not watching. There's people that are going to watch this later that are going through this, that are looking for feedback. I can only give it from my perspective. If you're on the same, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? But there is 5 different people viewing this live right now. And not one person, well, I take that back. One person has actually commented and said something about it. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Say something, because somebody needs help here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs help here.
Okay, so the guy you said that asked the question, he's going through that with his daughter or son, and this might make a difference. Is this his daughter or his son?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. I know his son is. I know he has a biological son.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the steps. I don't know about the step siblings or stepchildren. So I couldn't even speak on that. Deborah Black, thanks for joining in over there at TikTok. Thanks for viewing. If you got any feedback, man, drop a comment in there.
Yeah, now I will say the reason I asked it is because most men are absolutely more strict with their daughters than their son.
Yes.
Okay. But even still, if it was my son, it would be like, no,
right.
It's not going to happen, because I don't want her getting comfortable and thinking she got a place to stay. I mean,
right. Now, and you did bring up a valid point. Most guys are protective of their daughters. Me personally, it's a no-go for well, my daughter is only 7, but transverse it, not happening. First off, because when you're old enough to take care of a child, then you can do that. You know what I'm saying? As far as my sons go, it's a no-go, because here's the thing, like I said, and not only along the lines of when you're old enough to take care of a child, then you can do stuff like that. But in the same aspect, like you said, guys protect their daughters. The world is protecting these daughters, but it seems like the world has forgotten about the sons.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't give my son free range.
Right. So therefore, I put the same effort in protecting my daughters that I do with my sons. You see what I'm saying? So because the daughter, in the long run, emotional distress, now has a child with the probability or possibility of having to raise this child on her own. But what about my son? In that situation, he now faces litigation because he's a teenager. And I don't know about Missouri, but in Ohio, there is no Romeo Juliet law. All right. And for those who don't know what that is, if they're close in age, they don't give a damn. It's a case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there is no Romeo Juliet law in the state of Ohio, which means my son is now facing litigation. He has a child out here that, because of this litigation, even without the litigation, he might already. I'm assuming there's. I'm not assuming. I'm going off probabilities. There's a probability that he's going to go through hell because he's not married to this girl, about seeing his child or being a part of this child's life. Then throw the litigation on top of it. That makes it even harder. So why would I allow my son to even subject himself to this nonsense if I can put a stop to it or put up a barrier there? You know what I'm saying? Comment on the floor. Let's see what we got here. Did I miss a comment somewhere? I feel like I did because I'm seeing something different. All right, hold on one second. So, comment on the floor. Beth Ann. Just playing devil's advocate, not necessarily my own view. All right, fair enough, cool. What if the girl has an IUD or unable to have kids due to medical conditions that make it impossible? Is the no only based on the risk of pregnancy? No.
No.
You first, go ahead.
She can be blind and in a wheelchair.
Facts.
My answer still would be no.
Right.
You know, it has nothing to do with the possibility of her being pregnant. It's right. To me, it's a principle thing. It's an upbringing thing. I wouldn't just freely be like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, she's fine. She can stay open as long as she. No, you can't. Because first of all, I like my space. Mm-hmm. This is my home. So I'm just not opening the front door and saying, hey, whoever wants to stay over, come on in. No, it's not going to happen. Right. So that would be my reason for no, but it has nothing to do with her possibly getting pregnant. Not at all. Okay.
For me, there's many ways for me to respond to that. First and foremost, the answer is no. It's not based off the pregnancy aspect. You have many factors to take into consideration, and I just spoke on one. The litigation aspect. In the state of Ohio, there's a legality issue. The daughter is covered, automatically going to be the victim. The boy, the son, whether it's my son, your son, so-and-so's son, whoever's son that is now facing criminal charges. There is no, and again, there is no Romeo Juliet law in the state of Ohio. I can't speak for everybody else's state, but in the state of Ohio, which means, again, for clarification, the legal age of sexual consent in the state of Ohio is 16. If they're both 14, that's a case. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's one factor. The other factor also you have to take into consideration. Now, I'm not one of these people who believe this entirely, but you have some people out here that say, oh, well, the teenage brain isn't fully developed. So if you're a believer of this, why would you even think that's a good idea to condone that?
Right. And like you say, I don't know what the age is in Missouri, but 2 16-year-olds staying in your house, I can't see that happening. You know, unless they're both my kids. Other than that,
right? Mm-hmm.
There's no way I'm going to bring somebody else's child at that age and say you can stay here whenever you want. It right is just not going to happen.
Right. And okay, so and then there's a following comment in reference to Beth. Jamie says, and this is an interesting point. I didn't even think about that, right? Just because she can't get pregnant doesn't mean she still can't get an STD. So that's another thing. Health issues.
Yeah. Who would she get it from? Or who would he get it from? That's a hygiene issue, if anything.
I mean, well, here's the thing. You got to figure like this, right? So we're basing it off of teenagers. Now, I can't speak for, I'm going to use I statements. As a teenager, if it looked good or appealing, physically appealing, and it showed interest, I was on it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So if it was accessible to me, I didn't give a damn about girlfriend or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if your mama was trying to give it up, I was trying to smash.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So just because you have a girlfriend doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, in reference to what you said, well, where'd he get it from? Hell, he could have got it from the mom, he could have got it from a cousin, he could have got it, you know what I'm saying? Not his cousin, but like you know what I'm saying? Listen, as a teenager, if you stick your dick in a sock, you're thinking anything.
That's what we used to say. If you put a hair around a keyhole, you would run up with it. That's just teenage hormones.
Yes, big facts. And see, and that's the thing is this hormonal thing. That's what they need to be protected from is the hormonal issue. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not so much the pregnancy, man. It's many variables in there. It's many variables in there, but no, it's not solely pregnancy. Beth says, I just wanted to see if this was based on teen pregnancy risk or more. No, it's definitely more. I mean, no, I mean, teen pregnancy is probably the more common factor. When you shoot it out there, the first thing out of a person's mouth is, oh, well, they can get pregnant. Nah, that's probably the more common thing.
But I say this, even though
that's not solely based. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
On that note, my daughter got pregnant at 24.
Right.
I wasn't jumping through the ceiling about that.
Right.
You know, I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The pregnancy issue, pregnancy is not an issue with me. It's just the fact that I personally would not allow my teenager to have their boyfriend or girlfriend staying at my house. It just wouldn't happen. So
and then like, okay, so like I said, it's a lot of things because like even if you're one of these parents that is okay with it, you know what I'm saying, you have your justification or whatever. There is so many fucking Karens, and I don't know what the male version of a Karen is. There is so many nosy people in this world to the point where they don't know what's going on. They don't know how to mind their business. They always in somebody else's business. All it takes is one damn phone call, and they don't have to have no facts. You see what I'm saying? And lo and behold, shit, you got all type of problems. Man, hell no, no. So let me ask you a question real quick. Going back to your daughter, 24 years old, pregnancy, and you said, what the hell are you doing? So she was definitely legal age. My question to you is, what was the issue? Was it a maturity thing? You felt like she wasn't ready?
Yeah, because see, I know her better than anybody. Okay. So, and because my expectations of her, it was just, I wanted more for her.
Gotcha.
I wanted her to really get herself structured in life before she decided to have kids. Now, I didn't jump on her head and condemn her and, oh, you just a bad person, get out my house. She'll tell you, the first question I said was, okay, what are you going to do now? And she had to think about that because she was like, yeah, that wouldn't think something she factored in. But at no point did I tell her she was just the worst person on earth for being pregnant, because I'm going to be honest with you. She could have been pregnant at 15, and I would have totally lost my mind about that one.
Right.
You know, but I was like, hey, you legal age. I may not like certain aspects of it, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, this is just something we got to deal with. So we got to move on from there. And I think now she's starting to realize she made a bad choice in the person she got pregnant by. You know, that showed up like the biggest thing ever. So
yes,
I mean, but at no point is it like, oh, you're such a bad person, you did wrong. But has she been, like I said, 15, 16 years old and gotten pregnant? I would have, man, oh my goodness, I've been doing 25 to life right about now. You know, because that's just me. I'm like, no way.
Somebody's got answers for that.
And I know it happens. I get it, but it's just a difference. I'm gonna keep saying it has to do with upbringing.
Right. I'm running into technical difficulty up
Yeah,
here. I'm
I see
I'm
you
I'm
freezing and
clipping
breaking
out
up.
a few. Yeah, there it is. My bad. So I need to shut down some of these tabs. As promised, the link to the live feed in on TikTok is in the chat for those who are TikTokers. Let me see. Comment on the floor. Jamie says you can still as a parent if you allow a child to stay in your home can be charged if there are a runaway for yeah harboring a fugitive, yeah, that is definitely a real thing as well. You know what, and that's the thing. It's when you're playing with those games, that's at the discretion of the officer. You know what I'm saying? Um, if if my son shows up at your house,
Mhm.
well, we're related, so I can't do that. Um,
No, go ahead. I got you.
if my son shows up at your house, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, he's dating your niece or your daughter who lives there. Hey, Mr. Gilmore, I don't have nowhere to stay, man. My mom put me out, and if you don't report that, and I call it in first
Hmm.
and say, yeah, he's probably over at his girlfriend's house. Da 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 da. It's at the discretion of the officer that shows up at your house, whether or not he wants to hem you up.
But here's the first thing I would ask before any of that went down.
Uh-huh.
Why did you? Why are you not staying at home?
Right. I mean, but here's the thing. Do you expect him to tell you the truth?
No, I expect a story. I just want to hear
Right,
the story.
right.
I expect the greatest story on earth, but I want to
Okay.
hear the story first.
Right.
Why
But
are
see,
you not staying at home?
right.
My
But see
next
here.
move, let me get in contact with your family. Let
Mhm.
me ask again. Why
Right,
is he
right,
not staying at home?
right. But now let me show you now playing devil's advocate myself, right?
Okay.
That's how a man operates.
Hmm.
Let me show you now. Let's transpose that on these mothers out here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
Right.
Honey, are you okay? Come on in. You ain't did no fucking investigating whatsoever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Find out the
Like, yo,
fact.
this shit's crazy as shit.
Because I don't know if you remember, I told you before that happened where
Yeah.
somebody showed up and said, I need a place to stay. First of all, why the fuck did you come here?
Right.
Because I need to know some details. I don't care what you telling me.
Right.
I need to know some details. So
Man,
I did
shit.
exactly what I just said. I called around. What's
Mhm.
going on? Why is this person standing at the front door telling me they need a place to stay?
Right.
Nobody can give me a story. Right after
Right.
that, I say, hey, you got to go. You can't stay
Right.
here. I don't know what the hell you got going on, but you're not staying here.
Right.
Okay?
Hey, does that mean that we would be bad conductors on the Underground Railroad?
Yes, we would. 'Cause, hey, you claiming to be a runaway slave, but I don't know your background.
Right.
You
Something
might
ain't
be
checking out.
master's house nigga for all I know. So
Right.
hey, I need some background on you.
Right. Something is not checking out
Something
here.
ain't adding up for me. So hey, don't come to me with a
Hey,
story.
it's
I need to know the
insane.
facts behind it.
It is insane, man. I'm with you 100% on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, man. Especially as a man, it's too much going out here, man. Where we're villainized and you try to go help and it gets spun into something that I ain't got that to do. You know, I ain't got that to do. Um,
Yeah, because you'll wind up getting yourself in a totally bad situation.
yeah.
And it's like, you got to protect yourself. You got to leave emotions out of it. You just got to say, hey, what's going on? What's the reason you here and you need a place to stay?
Mm-hmm.
You got to ask those questions. I'd take emotions out the picture. Seriously.
Hell yeah. Damn right. 100% on that. Comment on the floor. Jamie says, I'm definitely not that type. I will take that kid back to his mama house. Yeah, shit. I can attest to that one. There was definitely there was a situation, and I got a phone call. And hey, you need to get here like ASAP pronto. I just found a boy in your daughter's bedroom. Hiding up under the blanket.
Yeah, see.
She said, I need you to get here before I get downstairs to the gun. I told her shit. I said, wait, what? She said, I asked where he at. She just sat there and looked like she was dumbfounded, like I don't know what you're talking about. I said, you should have went down to the goddamn gun, came back and put 2 in the blanket and
exactly.
said, or 2 in the airport shit.
Yep.
Like, get your ass the fuck out of my house. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let off that warning shot. And that all it did.
Right into that headboard. Let her know and let him know I'm not fucking around.
Hey, we not playing.
So I did get there. And I had to play mediator, referee, and got him in the car and drove him to his mama house and shit. Here come find out this motherfucker, goddamn it, was hiding in the fucking attic for damn near a week straight.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck?
What the hell is that about?
Yo, this shit's crazy. You know, inactivity. What do you mean inactivity? I'm sitting here live. What the hell is it? Man. So TikTok apparently has a time limit on their lives too. This is crazy. Oh man, this is weird. So
hold on. Go back to that. He was hiding out in the attic.
Yeah, man. So
now that's a fugitive.
Man, that part, man.
That he on the run. That ain't normal.
Well, it's interesting you say that because he was.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, come on.
His mama had tracked him, had been tracking him, and he wasn't responding. He had been missing for like a week or some shit. Instead of the mother, now this is where shit again, like I said, mothers handle situations different. The mother had been looking for him for a week. She tracked him down to my daughter's house, but never reached out, never showed up, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't know how you would react. The fuck?
The door. We handled it from there.
And this is why I'm 100% on board when you say, and I don't know any other way to put this shit. This is why I say it's a generational thing, because the boy looked like he mixed, right? We're on the light persuasion.
Okay.
Get him in the car, we take him home, knock on the door. Mother answers the door. This woman blacker than me. I said, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? I'm no exaggeration. I'm not trying to be funny, right? I was expecting this to be a white woman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And
this is why I say it's got to be a generational thing, because you know, the black women in our generation, it was, oh, that's white people stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to be
right. I was just about to ask that, because I'm like, is it a race thing?
Right. That's not to be funny, because here's the thing. That right there proves that it can't be a race thing. It's got to be a generational thing, because a black woman from our generation, you see what I'm saying? She would have been like, Mom, she would have showed up at your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she would have teed off in her son's face. she did none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like she was explaining how she was trying to keep him out of jail and this, that, and the third, and all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been calling and this, that, and third, and they're not helping, and I just don't know what to do. And I'm like, that I've heard that from most white women. You know what I'm saying? Black women generally, they'll pick something up and wrap it around your damn head. You know what I'm saying? Just shy of putting a bullet in your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gonna limp. But that's why I say maybe it is a generational thing, because like, are the women getting that much softer now? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are the parents just that afraid of the system or the legal system? Like, I'm hearing a lot of mothers saying, black and white, I'm hearing a lot of mothers saying they're at their wits' end, but I'm not seeing a lot of physical hands-on. And when asked, a lot of it stems back to that CSB shit and all the police. I don't want to go to jail. You know, this type of shit.
Well, yeah, that's because the way things are nowadays, it's almost illegal to show any kind of discipline towards your own child.
You know what?
You know, seriously, because I mean, my girlfriend was talking about that the other day, where when we was growing up, we would see parents show up to the school, straight up whoop their kids in front of the whole classroom.
Bruh, been a victim of that.
And it was like no big deal to us. We was like, hey, you shouldn't have been messing up as a child.
Right.
Now, God forbid nowadays you show up to the school and, you know, kind of harass your child a bit. They had the police on you. Man,
listen, they tried that shit with me. It was like 3 years ago with my son, Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Showed up at the school. They steady calling me. And I told my son, I said, listen, check this out, man. What you do at school is your business. Don't make your business my business. He said, well, what you mean? I say, if you clowning it, every kid gonna clown. I expect that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When they start calling me,
then it's my problem.
Right. You making your problems my problem.
Nah, it's my problem.
Just know when I show up, I'm gonna show out.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there. They call me Mr. Wright. Da, 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 da. He's so bright and blah, 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 blah. But I said, okay. Now they got phones in the classrooms now.
Yeah.
I say, man, put it on speaker. I said, what is he doing? He say, he's acting the fool right now. Da, 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 da. I said, cool. Call me when he's doing it. Don't call me after he's at his next class. Fucking call me. You know what I'm saying? So I said, put it on speaker. I said, Trace. This was his reaction.
Dead quiet.
Right. The whole class, I'm saying, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, check this out, homeboy. I say, you know what it is, right? I say, man, what did I tell you? Don't be up here cutting up, or you was gonna get down on me. I said, nah, I ain't say nothing about getting down on you. I said, what am I gonna do? You gonna whoop my ass? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said, now check this out. And I told the whole class, I know they gave me. I said, let this be a lesson to all y'all. I said, because check this out, what you're dealing with is a real dad. I don't know how many of y'all got absent fathers or whatever have you. I said, but this one right here, I'm gonna make an example. All y'all gonna get right. So about, I want to say about 3 weeks went by. He was cool. Got another phone call. Oh, he didn't think fat meat was greasy. They called me, right? Teacher say, it was a different teacher. You want me to put it on speaker? No. I said, I'm on my way. I got down there. I said, what's your name? I said, what's your name? I'm teacher so-and-so, Mr. So-and-so, so-and-so. All right, cool. What class is this? Okay, I'll be there. I get down, I get to the office. I says, hey, I need to speak to Mr. So-and-so. He teach art. He's my son. Okay, well, so they called down there. He said, well, he can't come down to the office. I said, I don't need him to come down to the office. I said, I need to know where the classroom is. Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Wright, we'll just have your son. I said, nah, I need to know where the classroom is. Well, we'll get an escort for you. So they walked me down to the classroom. He's still in that look, he in that diddy bopping and all type of shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, so all this go hard for the, how they beat on the desk. You know how we used to politely walked up right behind him. Stood there for a few minutes. He still ain't. Everybody else then got quiet. He's so in the zone. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at this cat like, damn. Like, your awareness is that low?
Right.
I sat down in the desk right next to him. He like this. He like, come on, y'all. He turned and looked. Oh shit! Bow.
Straight clocked over.
Hell yeah! So the teacher gonna tell me, "Oh, Mr. Wright, you can't do that in the class." I say, "Shit, did you
yes,
call
I
me?"
can. Exactly. You called me here.
Right? Would you call me vote? You know what I'm saying? So they talking about, well, you can't chastise the you can't chastise the kids in the school like that. I said, let me explain something to you. If I can't chastise my son, where the hell he got down wrong at? If this ain't the place for it, then this ain't the place for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Mr. Wright, that. So as I'm on my way out, somebody try to they dropped the bug in the cop's ear because now they got cops in the school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He say, excuse me, sir, could you step in here? I need to talk to you. I said, shit, you can talk to me right here. What you want to talk about? Well, that's not any kind of way. I said, man,
I told him, first of all, it's not your child.
Wait, look, I
don't cop or not. I mean, this ain't your child. So
right.
You need to check your tone of voice right about now.
Look, that's what it came to. But that look, that you give them off of you. You look them up and down like,
hey, you talking
I had to hit him
to,
with one of those, man. I said, listen, man, check this out, man. I said, you look about my age, you know what I'm saying? Might be a little bit older, might be a little bit younger. I said, you already know. I said, I find it kind of interesting how y'all don't know what side of the fence y'all want to be on. Y'all talk about deadbeat fathers, this, that, and the third, especially when it comes to black men. Now you got a black man in here being an active father, an active parent.
You don't want him to do that.
And you don't like it. Like, man, listen.
Right. Now, if your son was out committing a crime, then he would have told you, you need to be a better parent. So, man, don't miss me with that bull. Don't try to tell me how and when to be a parent.
Right. So I told him, I said, and I told him just like I told the teacher. I said, listen, if my son can't be chastised in here when he's in the wrong, if he can't be corrected in here when he's in the wrong, then this ain't the school for him. I said the reason why these kids cut up the way they do. How many kids then told you can't do nothing to me because you ain't my parent?
Exactly.
He did like this. So after I get finished giving him an earful, he tell me, say, you know what? I get a compliment. He tell me, he says, they need more dads out here like you. I said, thanks, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? He said, Mr. Wright, you have a nice day. I said, shit, you too. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just got to set them straight. You know what I'm saying? They think that sometimes you can appease to logic. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time. Sometimes you just got some plumb dumb fools out here. Mm-hmm. But sometimes when you talk, if it makes sense, people will listen. Badge or otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, like I said, it wasn't exactly. Well, I ain't never, especially when it comes to police, it ain't never been sir, and even in court, Your Honor. Look, Judge, Blase.
Yeah,
like I said, Judge, You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're a human being. I don't give a damn about your title and all this type of shit. I ain't call my mama ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck? I'm fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? It just is. We need to do better as parents. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Male and female. Get on accord. Get things right. Again, for me, on the co-ed sleepovers, it's a no. To each is their own. One thing that Miss Wright always taught me, and Mother told me the same. Always dot your I's and cross your T's. Cover your own butt. You may not be doing anything wrong, but one thing that we are guilty of is the perception that we give off.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, if you are in agreement with teenage sleepovers, when that phone call go through, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't never you can't never get mad when you put yourself in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew I gamble with a lot of things, right? No, I'm lying. I only bet on sure things. All right. That's just the type of person I am. I've always been like that. I'm not about to roll the dice on something knowing that I could lose everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't understand. And again, like I said, I would love for a parent to come on here that is okay with that and speak their piece, because I might learn something. I could never be okay with that. I could never be okay with that, knowing that just for the sake of the happiness of my child, I could lose my child. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We say it as adults. Man, I ruined my life for a few minutes of pleasure. What the hell do you think is going to happen to you if the wrong phone call goes through? You just said, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If that means that you're going to be mad at me, but I stay out of Orange, or I stay out of the County Blues, the Prison Grays, shit, fuck it, be mad. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, here's the thing, right? I'm not saying that y'all can't spend time together. I'm not saying that y'all can't be together.
Right. I'm not implying that at all, but it's just, as far as my household, there are certain rules, certain things you're gonna have to go by.
Right. Let's do it this way, right? Because we already know what the sleepover, what they're shooting for. All right. Mm-hmm. So let's throw it out there like this, right? From a logical perspective, let me put it in focus. If a teenager can't afford, or legally go rent a hotel to go fuck, to go be laid up, you can't do that shit in my fucking house.
No, you definitely can't. It's not that kind of free range. That's why I keep going back to saying it's a generational thing, because it was just unheard of when I was a teenager to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could never say, hey, yeah, I wouldn't and spent the night at so-and-so's house. That was like, man, I wouldn't even, I didn't even put that thought in my head to even try that.
Right. I mean, and here's the thing, right? We did do sleepovers, but it wasn't co-ed. You see what I'm saying? If you had a sleepover, all right, so let's say we was going to an amusement park in the morning and you was rolling with us.
Mm-hmm.
Mom say, well, tell Aunt he can crash over.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Antoinette, it was Aunt.
Right.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? But even now in this and like I said, I don't know if you caught it earlier when because you were having technical difficulties. Even now, you got to be careful with that, because see, here's the thing: the birds and the birds, the bees and the bees. This might be presented to you as, oh, Aunt, this is my homie Aunt. But to my son, the homie Aunt is his Antoinette. You get what I'm saying?
That's a whole different topic. I mean, seriously, I get what you're saying, but that's a whole different topic.
In this day and age, you can't be sure what you letting come.
That's something I ain't even gonna lie. I questioned my son on, because I was like, it was this dude he was real cool with,
right?
And I was like, I didn't ask him. I asked his mama. I was like, what's up with them? You know, let me know off the top what's going on.
Exactly. Because see, and here's the thing, right? Now, peep this, right? Everybody's worried about. Remember, we had this topic on the show about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, about the transgender. Mm-hmm. Everybody's worried about Ralph going in the women's bathroom as a straight man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's worried about Gerald or Geraldine going in the women's bathroom as a transgender. When they go into the bathroom, that's what they're going in there for. Ralph and Fred going in the bathroom together, in the men's bathroom, that's not what they're going in there for. When Lisa and Jennifer go into the girls' bathroom, they're not going in there to powder their noses to go use the bathroom. They're going in there to bump uglies.
You think so?
Man, listen. So you will find more gay couples, gay men doing things. It's because it's easier for them to do things in the men's bathroom, because I'm a man. Who's going to question it?
Shit, I will.
Right, but here's the thing: you're not going to notice. You might hear something, but you're not going to see it. You're not going to notice.
Okay, the only way I won't notice if I'm walking in there with my eyes closed. I mean, because if I look, and you know how the stalls are built in a bathroom.
Yeah.
If I see more than one set of feet in that bathroom,
but that's just it. You may not see the other set
I'm
of
gonna be
feet.
like, wait a minute here.
That's what I'm
getting
getting
right
at.
With this picture.
That's what I'm getting at. You may not see the other set of feet.
Whatever the hell they doing,
man, look, that's
let me get the hell up out of here. Okay, seriously.
All that, right?
Because I'm like, I'll tell you something even funnier than that. Walked in the bathroom one time, saw this big dude in there with his pants pulled down to his ankles.
Yeah.
And I said, man, let me hurry up and get the hell up out of here, because I'm not trying to see this grown man's butt cheeks all out in the area.
Right.
So let alone something else happening.
Right.
I'm like, hey, man, look, I might have to tell security, hey, dog, you need to go to the bathroom, because they in there acting the plum fool right about now. You know?
That part. Because, see, here's the thing. Even in the men's bathroom, right, Now peep this. Like I said, you may not see the other set of feet, right?
That's
In a men's bathroom,
just the thought of that is just like, whoa.
Look, in a men's bathroom, right? You go in the stall. You're subject to see either the feet facing outward or facing toward the toilet.
Look, you ain't got to paint the picture no further. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
In a woman's bathroom, if you see the feet facing the toilet, that's the only dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
she ain't sat down yet. Damn, she's standing off a long time.
Look here.
I'm just saying, man. Reality is like it is.
Hey, I'm gonna go find another bathroom somewhere. I'm like, this one ain't for me.
Right, man. Hey, man, listen. Hey, smoking in the boys' room. But I mean, reality is, but yeah, man, this co-ed thing is. I'm gonna say like this, right? I don't really necessarily know the cutoff, and there is no legal age or legal. There's no documentation that says, "Oh, you got to cut it off at a certain age."
Mm-hmm.
For me, if I was to vote, and I don't vote generally on my own polls, I'll come here and share my views on the podcast. If I were to actually vote, my vote would have been, there is no set age. It's based on the maturity and the awareness of the child.
Okay, but even with
the age cap, let me clarify that.
I would say even with saying that, because
the age cap,
it's a lot of grown, immature people.
That's why I said what Jamie said.
Yeah, so where is the age cap, as you said? Where do you measure maturity at? Because I've run into some people that's 30s, sometimes even in their 40s, still act like they're about 15, 16 years old.
Okay, so yeah, in that aspect, yes. So let me clarify then. Let me narrow this down. So, and again, I kind of broke it down earlier, but you were having technical difficulties.
Okay.
What happens is with maturity, with awareness comes maturity.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of goes simultaneously hand in hand. When you are in the know, parent has taught you right from wrong. You can identify there's a difference in the genders. There's a time that's when it's time to say, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people learn faster than others. So if you picked it up at 7, because we all and you got to understand something. The government has criminalized the exploitation and the experimental years of life. Our generation, we knew about doctor, house, playing school, all this type of shit. This generation knows nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? That's all criminal. Mm-hmm. It's normal. It's a part of development. If you talk to a psychologist, they will tell you that it is normal behavior. It's when you become aware of the difference, that you have a clear understanding that there is a difference of the genders. You don't necessarily need to know how it works, because you can know that there's a difference between the genders, but you don't necessarily know how babies get here. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once you become aware is when you start wanting to explore. Well, why is this? What is this? Oh, let me show me yours. I'll show you mine. That type of shit, right?
Right.
When you get to that point, that's when it's time to kill it. Now, did you pick it up at 7, 8? Did you pick it up at 10, 8 to 10?
I don't think there's an age on it because I would say there was for my life, it was more of females that were more, I would say, advanced than I was.
Yes, they were.
Back then, they called them fast.
Yes,
But
absolutely. Yes, it was.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So they was like, "Hey, come here. I want to show you this." So like,
yes, yes,
come
that's where
here
we
for a
learned.
minute.
Yes.
That's how I learned. So it was
Yeah.
like, I can't
Yeah.
say it's an age limit on it. It's just that's just what I dealt with, you know.
And see, and that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that because that's another thing too. It's scientifically proven that females mature faster than males.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why the girl is allegedly fast. And this is why she's like, "Oh, come here, let me show you something."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So because she's trying to figure out. You get what I'm saying? That's a whole nother topic.
So right, that's what I'm saying. So
I just thought about something because I was thinking that's a whole nother topic.
Who taught her that?
I'm glad you said that. So what I was explaining earlier when you were going through your technical difficulties, disclaimer, I am not a Christian, but I do use the Bible a lot as a reference book because a lot of people lean toward that. In the Bible, it explains that God came down from the heavens in the cool of the day. And he was looking for Adam. This is after he ate of the fruit. And he says, "Adam, where are you? Why are you hiding? Adam, do you not hear me talking to you?" And Adam says, "Yes, I'm here." He says, "Why are you hiding?" He says, "Because I'm naked." God's response was, "Who told you you are naked?" When you become aware is when you know right from wrong. This is when you start to criminalize, villainize, whatever have you. When you become aware is when, okay, it's time to. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I froze up a little bit. When you become aware is when it's time to say, okay, it's time to fall back. It's time to put a stop to this. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Who told her? Okay, come here, let me show you who taught her that. Some things, and nowadays, back then, I'm not sure how the hell she learned. There was all type of ways, but nobody really knows for sure. Nowadays, if you didn't teach it, they picked it up in school. Internet, too much access to internet. The school is teaching them inappropriately. I'm not going to say inappropriately. The teacher, not the teacher. The schools are teaching them. They're overstepping their boundaries. They're teaching them prematurely. You see what I'm saying? There is no reason why my 7-year-old should be having not sex ed, but health classes. First off, that's not your place at 7 years old.
Yeah, at that age, I don't think it should be.
Right.
That is a little too much for a 7-year-old to handle.
Thank you.
I think it is.
100%.
Somebody else might think differently, but not at 7, man. Let them be a kid.
But some of that has to do with the fact that a lot of these parents are afraid, and I'm going to say it exactly like this. Some of that has to do with these parents, some of these parents who are afraid to be parents. Let me clarify. You birthed this child, brought him into this world, right? You conceived this child, birthed this child, brought him into this world. When you brought him into this world, that made you, by definition, their parent, correct?
Right.
If you are the parent, how the hell can the government or any other motherfucker tell you how to take care, raise, or your child? Why are you living in fear of the legal system when you are merely doing your duty as a parent.
Well, that's what we've allowed as people.
Fuck
Just
that.
we've let everybody else tell us how to raise your own child.
And that's why I'm saying people are afraid to be parents. Oh, well, CSB, man, fuck a CSB. They're not even legal. Listen, they're
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
legally supported.
Right. And then half of them are not even parents, but they're willing to tell you how to raise your child.
Man, and no different from these doctors.
Doctors too, because I told you I had that problem with my son.
Yeah.
The doctor was trying to give us advice on what to
didn't
do
have
with
no
our
clue.
son. And
Right.
I outright asked the doctor right then and there, I said, "Do you have any kids?" They said, "No." I was like, "So why the hell are you the doctor for our child?"
Right.
You know, because you studied kids. Hey, I can study an airplane. That don't make me a pilot.
Pilot, exactly. Exactly.
So,
Big facts.
you know,
I
that means nothing to me.
I went through that same situation with my with my son's mother. When he was little, he was a newborn, toddler, whatever. He was young. He was a carry-on baby. Oh, the doctor said don't give him water.
Yeah, that was the same thing I went through. Don't
What the
get
fuck
the
are you
baby
talking
water.
about? Your
Like,
body's made up 98% of water.
like
Man, if you don't get this little
people
joke some
live
water,
off water. Right. They was like,
man,
I said
come
people
on, man.
live off water. What you mean don't get a baby water?
Right. I said to myself, and this is we went our rounds on this shit because she was listening to this shit. And I'm like, man, you got to be out your motherfucking mind. You don't breastfeed. You want to give him some chemical induced fucking formula and shit. You don't put the titty in his mouth and you don't want to give him some water. Man, you crazy as hell. You'll put him in the sink to bathe him. The biggest organ on your body is your skin, and it's absorbing, but you don't want to give him no fucking water.
Yeah,
Shut up.
that was
The
exactly
doctor said that. Man, you crazy.
that was exactly the same thing I said. I said, no, we gonna find another doctor because you dealing with an idiot right now.
That part, you know what I'm saying? But then you gonna sit here and argue with me,
Right.
you know
About
what I'm saying?
water.
Like, man, come on, man. Shit, I'm like, man.
Yeah, I went through that same argument.
And that same doctor that told us that bullshit didn't have no kids.
It's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It
So-
might have been the same doctor we both dealt with because I was
or a
like,
brother,
you
or
gotta
a
be out of your mind. You don't have kids and you gonna tell me about a child?
Man, come on, that part, man.
Like,
Shit.
come on, get out of here with that.
That part. I said, man, and we all, and it's a well-known fact. We already know experience is the best teacher. Now I ain't saying that because I was contributing to helping with kids. I ain't gonna say necessarily raising before I even had kids. You know what I'm saying? Hell, me and my sister 8 years apart. I was changing diapers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was feeding her the bottle, this, that, and the third, burping her the whole nine.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, at the time the doctor told us that my daughter is my oldest.
Right.
So I'm
right.
like, I done already been through the process. What are you talking about?
Yes. Here you go. Well, recent studies, man, study these nuts.
Yeah, I don't care what you studied and what you read in school. I'm telling you from experience.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I guess they think we gorillas for real. You ever seen, gorillas, they afraid of water.
They probably do. Don't give them no water. And
hey, what are you gonna turn into a gremlin?
Yeah, like, what's gonna happen if I give them water, doctor? Please explain it to me.
I'm trying to tell you.
That they're gonna explode or something? Get that kid a little bit of water.
Man, better shoot, whole body over there. Then you wonder why he over there screaming and hollering.
Like just hollering and running in circles and.
Man, you trying to look? They trying to kill us off by any means. You dig?
Wonder why is your kid 15 and can't form a sentence?
Man,
okay, brain ain't developed correctly. That's why.
Brain over there steamed like cauliflower and shit. Like, feed me some water, shit, please. You know, yeah. Man, this is a good topic, man. I thought definitely that it would definitely grab more people, it'd be more insight. But I gotta go over and check TikTok. But I know we're down to 2 people right now, but I know, and one of them is me. I know I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, this one is definitely going to gain some traction later. It's probably because it's Friday, probably should not have been a topic for a morning. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. Is it the time or
it very well could have been because a
is
lot
it
of people
because it's
that said that
a
they were going, they
Friday?
were. Yeah, yeah. A
I
lot of people said that they were going to go.
well, that's always
Right. You know
that,
what I'm saying?
that's always.
Well. So here's the thing. Before it was a lot of interested.
Uh-huh.
This time it was a lot of goings. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they've changed that, excuse me, or whatever have you. Before you actually had to work to get to the going. But what I figure is a lot of people that said that they were going, they're at work at this hour. So
Yeah, that's I get that, but
yeah,
what I don't know what's the appropriate time. You know,
I don't know.
because
Like,
you can excuse me, you can say on a Sunday and
right.
somebody will be out doing something. You know, the
Yeah,
summertime.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what I did was, and that's why I broadcast TikTok. My thing was I wanted to see how much traction was going to hit over there, and like there was a lot of people that popped in over there. I didn't see any comments though. A lot of people jumped in, but in the same aspect, being that it was morning, I wanted to see who gravitates, who's doing what at what hour. You know what I'm saying? Again, Facebook is a popularity contest. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's a popularity contest. Who knows who's a fan or loyal or a groupie. TikTok, you do have followers, but random people will jump on your shit, and if it's a good one, they'll get the, hey man, da 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 da. A lot of it has to do with, again, numbers wise. A lot of it has to do with real life topics versus shooting bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Right. The moment I start doing some clown shit or start sitting up there doing silly ass dances and shit, numbers gonna shoot through the roof. The moment I start talking on some gossip shit, numbers gonna climb astronomically. When you're talking about truth, people gonna run from the truth. When you're talking about real life issues, people gonna run from it. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, but I'm not gonna fold. I'm gonna continue being who I am and doing what I do. As you can see, it's made enough progress to the point where I can actually go live now on, what I'm saying, before. And it's crazy because originally you had to have a thousand followers. Well, I don't have anywhere near 1,000 followers, but I have a lot of views. So somewhere along the lines, it was like, hey, this dude's getting enough views. His clips and this, that, and third from the podcast. So I got an email and they said, hey man, congratulations. You have been granted access to live on your, and so here I am, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing organically, you know what I'm saying? I'm not buying anything. Keep doing the same thing that I'm doing topic wise, you know what I'm saying? Sharing real shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like I said, I don't know. Or is it still showing up on YouTube?
Oh yeah, YouTube.
But you can't do it live there. I know they're good for monetizing people.
Yeah, no, you can. In fact, we're like right now we're live on YouTube. If you go to the YouTube channel.
But most things with them, from what I've been seeing with other podcasts, you got to watch what you say.
That's what any of them now. So I don't. I got a warning last time I went live on TikTok because I don't know the lingo. Over at TikTok, you can't say so and so got killed or died
Which, and you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because that is the dumbest thing.
Yeah, you can't speak English.
Since when did the word dead become a crime?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't speak. So there's English, there's legalese, then there's what is it, internet dialect or whatever have you. If you say something accidental, you know how we're sitting here talking and I'll be like, I'll slip up and say, excuse me, no, it's blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're doing podcasting or when you're an influencer, what you say is F1, and that means it's a reset. And then you say what you instead of saying yeah, so and so died, I'm F1. So and so was found unalived,
which is stupid. Right. I mean, it is absolutely stupid because I hear it on the news all day.
Right. Yeah.
5 people killed. 5 people were found dead.
Yeah.
I don't hear a news reporter saying somebody was found unalived.
Welcome to this.
So that is completely stupid to me.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I can't even speak normal English without somebody going, "Oh, that's offensive." What? How is that offensive?
Right.
I mean, what if you say if you went to somebody's funeral, you found them just laying in a room quietly? Is that the way I got to describe it now?
They were unalived.
Oh my goodness.
You can't even say, "Oh, well, I went to the funeral and they weren't, saying they were laying there looking so peaceful, they weren't breathing." If you find a body, could you imagine them remaking Boys in the Hood, where Ricky says, "Hey, y'all want to go see a dead body? Want to go see an unalived person?"
Right? I'll be like, "Oh, who?" Like, what the hell is that?
That's crazy.
Like shut down the whole movie. You like, what the hell is an unalive person?
I might want to see a remake. You know what? That would be interesting. I want to. So here's. I want to take a movie. I just want to do a clip. Find the most, and it's got to be a black film because that's gonna be real good. And I want to do the voiceovers in modern day language. Man, could you imagine that shit?
It would sound like something you hear on BET.
It wouldn't even. It would sound
just like that. And you'd be like, wait a minute, this ain't the way I remember it.
I would say right. That now all of a sudden you got that Mandela effect. That's not what they said.
That ain't what they said. I know they didn't say that.
Right. So E.T. didn't say E.T. phone home. He said E.T. go home. What?
Right. Like what? Wait a minute.
It's insane.
But no, that was just one of the things that when I started hearing it, I'm like, yeah, this world is in trouble. It definitely is.
It's checkout time. You feel me? Like it really is.
Like this world is in trouble. You can't even say simple words without somebody being offended.
Nah, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not suicidal, but like I tell you what, I'm ready.
ready to clock out because man, come on,
over with, man. Shit, I'm done with this overtime bullshit. You feel me?
Gee.
You know, I like I said, I'm not suicidal, but it's to the point where I done had enough, man. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean like I told you before, don't give up on it. And once again, if people see me don't show up, I do have a life outside of this podcast.
Oh, big fact.
So I don't know how that became an issue. When even like now, I'm on here now and nobody's tuning in. So what? What's the issue? Nobody's tuning in. But the moment I'm not around, it's like, oh, where's he at? Wait a minute.
Yeah, and it was nuts because when you stopped tuning in, that little brief phase where you weren't tuned in, the numbers climbed up. You know what I'm saying?
So is it me? That's what I gotta ask. Is it me?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. People love drama, so people were tuning in, I believe, People were tuning in just to see if I was gonna badmouth you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh man, let's see if he say anything about, because they like, I think it was like 3 episodes in that you hadn't tuned in. I remember I had tuned in. I've never ever had this happen. I started the stream.
Uh-huh.
I come on, 17 viewers.
Mm.
So what was you like? What, I don't remember what the topic was, but like,
I don't know.
what was different? The only thing that was different was Ant wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
So were y'all looking for like? I don't know. Maybe they was looking for. Oh yeah, man, that nigga. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna get that.
But as I said before, it gave them the opportunity to get on here.
Oh yeah.
And the opportunity is still here. I don't own this podcast. This is not my control. I'm a visitor, to be honest.
Hey, so and some of it has to do too, man. I mean, I'm not exactly the most popular guy either. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, welcome to the club. That's all I can tell you. I'm the villain in somebody's story. That's the way I look at it.
Hey, and I ain't got no problem being that.
But
I'll be there.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. Like, hey, whatever you think of me, you keep that thought with you, okay? Because I'm not trying to change it. So, but I stopped trying to figure it out. That's the big thing for me. I just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, if things go right, I can show up. If they don't, then I can't. That's all it comes down to. It's not a personal thing. I wish I had beef. Then my life would be more entertaining.
You think?
It really would, because I'm like, man, my life is boring when I break it down to everybody. So I look for some kind of stupid beef so I can go, let me entertain this and try to have some fun, you know?
I swear, man, like you gotta start, you kind of like gotta script shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that reality TV bullshit.
Right. Let me make up something so they can go, ooh, yeah, let me tune in. Okay, well, yeah.
You know? I mean, what was that one chick? She wasn't no hell of a talk show host. She was a radio personality, but because of the person she was and what she did, her show blew up. You know what I'm saying? She was known for drama. She was known for gossip. Wendy Williams,
Yeah.
Man, she came on the scene with her talk show because, like I said, she was already on the radio talking cash shit about motherfuckers and shit. Mm-hmm. But when she got her talk show, man, she was like a female Jerry Springer. She was right up there.
Yeah, because it was nothing but pure useless gossip.
And that's what people like. They like garbage.
But
trash TV.
I don't focus. I mean, I see it because, I'm on Facebook. I see this, I see that. I see different posts. And I just go, all right, now what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, now what? Now, what you want me to do about that? That's
right.
That's not my problem. So I'll never get it. This whole social media thing, I'll never get it. You can call me old or whatever. It's just that I don't get it.
It's what you use it for. But I tell you what, I don't fit the mold of what they use it for. It's a lot of Dear Diary and a lot of a way to rant or a way to spread propaganda. This is plain put it. You know, I don't like you, and I have your phone number or your text. I mean, I have your phone number or whatever have you. Instead of me calling you and telling you how I feel about you, I'm just gonna go ahead and
tell the rest of the world. Yeah,
right.
And I'm like, if you got my number, you think you got a problem with me, tell me. Now, right. And there have been moments I've said certain things, And I'm like, at that point, that means I don't give a damn about you. So
that part.
I'm not gonna call you either way. So I'm gonna just let it be known what the situation is. But so I'm not gonna sit there and act like I've never done that. But
right,
I don't get on. Just me personally, I don't go on every day and tell you every aspect of my life. I don't say, "Oh, this is what I'm having for dinner." Okay, you're not the only one in this world that ate dinner today.
Yeah, right.
I'm not impressed by that.
Right.
You know.
It definitely is. It definitely is. It's inadvertently it is a way for us to it is a way for us to relinquish our privacy unknowingly and knowingly. You have people now who tell all their business on Facebook. The government, and you can do the research for yourself. This is the number one. Facebook is the number one tool used by the CIA, investigative tool used by the CIA, to the point where there's some things where they actually shoot them through the algorithm, and we not me, but many of us unconsciously participate in it, and then you wonder how and why your information is. When they get to asking, they don't ask for your passwords. They don't ask for your phone number, but they'll say, post a picture of you from a teenager. If you were born in the 19, you know what I'm saying? What you're doing is you're giving the information for your so now they have a means to track generate and track your age progression. You see what I'm saying? Everything has a fucking computer. I mean, everything has a camera in it now. From your phone, laptops. If you don't have your TVs have cameras in them now. If your computer doesn't have a camera, if you're on a desktop, you'll put a camera on it. Hence, this is how you guys are seeing me now. But they're able to turn on the cameras in your devices. Some of you are aware of this. Some of you are not aware of this. When they turn it on, do you know? No. Are they listening all the time? iPhone actually, Apple users, man, they so it was exposed that their devices, the camera turns on every 25 seconds. It doesn't take a picture, but it's how they can see. And then, of course, every app that you use always asks for permission for your location. You get what I'm saying? So we're unaware. I'm not even gonna say unaware. We're foolishly giving away our privacy, and that's all social media is all about nowadays. You know, we had MySpace, and MySpace was you were able to enjoy your space, and now MySpace is no longer a thing. Facebook is taking over, and you have no privacy. You have no space because somebody's always in it.
Right.
You know, somebody's always in it. But yeah. Oh man. Well, I think we tapped on pretty much everything on this topic, man. Any closing comments?
Yeah, two of them. The first thing is who you said, the guy that brought the question up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like you. I kind of wish you would have jumped on here and further explained the situation.
Yeah.
But I get it. If you got to work, you got to work. I don't knock them for that. Second thing is to Tiffany. I don't know if she's still listening or not.
I'm not sure.
But if she watches this later,
Yes.
I feel for you in your situation. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I can relate to that because I don't know what it's like to lose a child. And if life works out a certain way, I hopefully don't have to experience that. But I do feel for you and your grief and your family. So I don't have any real words of encouragement to tell you. I'm just, kind of hate to see you go through that. That's for real, So
Right.
I can't even tell you how to handle it, how to go about it, because I don't know. I never went through that.
Right.
But, hopefully, prayers and thoughts are with her and her family. And that's a situation that only she will find out how to handle it. I have no words for that.
No doubt. That's a hard one, man. I saw it too. I'm not so the type of person I am, I don't really know how to. I know how I am in those type of situations, so certain things I don't want said to me because they seem routine, and because of that, I don't know a lot of times how to word things in that situation. So I just remain silent. It's not out of disrespect or anything or lack of empathy or concern. I just don't know what to say in that situation. So I just,
Right. That's how I was. Because, I've been reading, what she posts and how people have responded to it is just,
right.
I don't know what to say. I don't have the right words. So I can't just jump in and sound like I'm spewing out the same old stuff that everybody else is saying.
Right. I feel when you experience a loss of a loved one, it's always I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm not the guy that wants to hear that shit.
Yeah. To be honest, nobody does, because we both have went through people that we were truly connected to and loved and that we lost, and it's kind of like in that moment, the last thing I want to hear is sorry for your loss. It's like it becomes like it's almost like handing out another Hallmark card,
yes,
it's like I feel for you, but it's just the words are not going to be good.
Exactly. So I just I saw it, Tiff. Like I said, it's not that I'm being insensitive to the situation. Me personally, the type of person I am, I don't know. I personally feel like there's no right words for me to say or for anybody to say in that situation. So I just know I'm here.
Because I even tell you this, even during this time frame, my girlfriend lost her aunt that she was very close to.
Okay.
And ever since then, every day I've been asking her, I said, "Are you okay?" That's all I can ask her.
Yeah.
Are you okay? How you feel? How you feel? And because I know firsthand how close she was to her aunt.
Okay.
So it's just, like I said, it's somebody I see every day, and I can't even get the right words to say to her. But I'm just like, everything okay? And she'll tell me, yeah, but I know it's not. She'll just go, yeah, I'm fine, but I'm like, I know that's not the answer, but okay, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, that's when you say, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Okay, let me.
Or I'm here if you need to talk.
Right, let me move on to something else.
Right, so, trail on off, saying before you flip the fuck out and start.
So, that's what I say. I can't even sit here and pretend like I understand what you're going through, because I don't. I haven't been put in that situation.
Right.
But hopefully things will get better. I'm not even gonna try to tell you, oh, you'll move on. No, you're not. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You're not gonna move on. So that's some nonsense for somebody to say something like that.
Right. Exactly. Not at all.
But no, I just figured I'd use this moment to say that because I didn't want to, respond to her post and
Made it more personal.
just making it knows. Yeah, I see what's going on. So it's not that you're truly being ignored in any way.
Right. That's what's up. As for me, I don't really have any closing statements. As always, it's been a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, talking with you and also the audience. Again, this is not to tear down anyone or belittle or make anyone feel less than. The goal is to share information, share ideas, to grow, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be one of these. This is one of those topics where it's going to be some beliefs and some opinions. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you take it with a grain of salt. Again, like I said, you're hearing from two guys who are old school as well. So we can only give it to you from the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And this is why I was hoping that more parents from today's generation would have had something to say.
And not just on this topic, but on any topic.
Any topic, yeah.
It's like we're the only two that's really giving an opinion on something.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you got people hitting you up later on saying, "Oh, blah blah blah," and it's like,
Right.
damn, you had the moment right there to say it. Why didn't you say it then?
Right.
That's my thing. It's like you got that moment. Go ahead and say it. Don't wait till it's over. Then, of course, they contacting you and they're like, "Well, I think this, and that." But why didn't you say that then? That's
see, and that's right. And see, well, so a lot of that, and that's I don't want to say a lot of that, but that's one of the things that you and I have leadership qualities. This is why they bring the things to us. Me, you, however. My thing is I don't have a problem being the advocate voice, but in the same aspect, I can't speak for you all the time.
right. You know how you seen that little meme or ever where somebody will post something and they say, "Change my mind."
Yeah.
That's what I want you to do. Change my mind. Make me see, oh, okay, I didn't see it that way.
Yeah, thank you. Introduce a whole different perspective.
Yeah, show me something, a different perspective so I can go, okay, yeah, I didn't look at it from that angle.
Make me go research something.
Yeah, make me go back and go, wait a minute, okay, maybe I'm thinking the wrong way. Maybe I'm being a little too old school. Show me what I'm missing in this conversation.
Right. In this new world, you know what I'm saying? Remember that movie Cyborg?
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Mm-hmm.
He says, "What's wrong with this world?"
Right. That's how I'm feeling that way nowadays. I wake up and I go, man, what the hell is wrong with everybody?
Yes, man.
Is it me or what's going on? Like,
I want this world.
Like, what is wrong with everybody? Am I the odd man out? I don't know.
Yes, absolutely. Jamie says real quick. Jamie says, I try to join in as much as possible, and it is greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
That's not. It's not the issue of who joins. I'm just saying if you're
participation,
if you're watching it live, say something. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, that's stupid. I don't want to hear it." It may be like I said. It may be a point of view that I'm like, "Oh, wow, I didn't think of that one." Mm-hmm. And that's all it comes down to.
And I'm gonna say another thing too, right? Because I know this happens a lot. So I'm not targeting any particular person because it's not just any one particular person. But listen, when you're on the podcast and you're watching, please don't DM me shit. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, so I'm saying put it in the comments. You got a comment section right here.
I'm not going back over there to go see what the hell that shit is. Or what
I can read the comments right here. So
right, please.
I am not going to attack you. I mean, unless you want to make it personal, then we gonna go there. But I am not getting ready to attack you for stating your opinion. Right. That's all it is, an opinion.
See, and that's another thing. That's another reason why I want to. I'm trying. I can't figure it out, and for the life of me, if you come across a method, let me know. I'm trying to incorporate a call-in number. You know what I'm saying? Where they can call in, state their piece, because some people just don't want to fucking sit there and text and type. You know what I'm saying? Where they can call in, state their piece, and I can kick their ass off the line. You know what I'm saying? Next call. You know what I'm saying? Really? You know what I'm saying?
That would be great if that could be figured out.
Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been looking into it. There's this thing that you can do, but you got to pay for it. And I'm not for no 4 or 5 viewers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I could get a good 30, 40. I'm not even gonna say. Let's round it out. If I can get it,
say 10. I would go with 10.
Okay,
if you had 10.
Well, no. If I'll go with 10, but as long as it's 10 different viewers, I don't want 10 calls from Jamie. I don't want 10 calls from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want 10 calls from Diana. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the same people. Not to say that they can't call in, but I don't want the same people hogging up the line. You know what I'm saying? So. I see you guys, and I'm grateful for your participation. I really am. But the thing about it is when I have 7 viewers up here for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, but only 3 people are commenting, like, you know what I'm saying, only speaking on the topic, like, okay, so what's really going on here? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get that, because even with I know we're dragging it on now. Even with me watching other people's podcasts, you got to catch somebody's attention.
Okay.
And I get that aspect of it, because it might catch their opinion for maybe the first 15 minutes or so, like you said.
Right.
And then they'll move on to something else. That I truly understand that.
Okay.
But like you said, with people DMing you, because once again, I don't have any control over the way this podcast functions.
Right.
All right. So you can't really contact me unless you put something in the comment and then I read it. Okay. But right. I do wish, even you talk about as far as ones who are considered loyal viewers, even if they commented more, just jump in, just type in the comment. I know we tend to go off base a lot, but eventually we'll get around to that comment, you know, so don't take it as you being ignored. It's just that sometimes the conversation goes a certain way.
Right.
And, you know, it's hard to just take every and that's any podcast. If you look at it, if they got a chat room or whatever, they don't talk to everybody in that chat room. They catch it as it comes.
Right. Well, and see, that's the thing about me. When they come through, I respond. You know what I'm saying? So that's another, because like remember the last brother that I had on Chino Henderson. He had to Save Our City. He's got his own little it's not really a podcast, but it's a live stream that he does on Facebook. And it's very it's
interactive.
No, it's very informative. But the thing about it is like they try to hit him, like they're in the comment section, but he doesn't read the comments. He just goes into a spiel. And I don't know if it's because he's nervous. He doesn't really have a format per se or whatever have you, but like, dude, you got to engage your if you have 50 people paying attention to you off of what you're saying, imagine how many more people you're gonna pull in when you're interacting with them.
Because if you, like I say, if he talked to those 50 are gonna tell somebody else.
Okay.
So automatically you gained about 100 people that you didn't know about, you know, if you do the numbers correctly.
Right.
So That's what I'm saying. I'm like, even if you got people on TikTok or wherever else, they looking at this.
Right.
If you have the opportunity to connect to a live show, then say something.
Absolutely.
Make it more than just, hey, how y'all doing? Just say something. Say what's on your mind. Even if I'm saying something you totally disagree with, let me know that you disagree with it.
Right.
It's not going to lead to some kind of argument or fight. It's just like, okay, that's your opinion. Now, I either have the choice to say I agree with you or I don't agree with you. That's it.
Absolutely. See, and another thing that I do is I make it a point to whoever's commenting. I make it a point to acknowledge them. I call out their name. One thing I realized from doing music and acting, people like to be acknowledged. People like to have attention. You might have made somebody's day just saying, "Hey, like I don't know if you were paying attention. So and so would, hey, Gary Schmo from TikTok. Thanks for tuning in."
Yeah.
That in itself, like, oh man,
they're like, oh, he paying attention to me.
Yeah, dude,
I get that.
Man. You got to come check him out, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, for him, he definitely needs to,
because I mean, you've had a few characters in the past that have jumped on, and like the one guy I remember was somebody he was a comedian, but wouldn't tell nobody where he performed at, and I was like, hey, you wasting time. When you a comedian with it? I'm gonna tell everybody where I'm performing at, but you was like, oh, I you ain't no comedian. Get off here. Go find something else to do, man. You wasting. Right. You this your only show you ever done, but you're a comedian. Okay, whatever. But it's like, come on, man.
It was strange, man.
I was like, that's the weirdest thing I ever heard of. But you're gonna have your clowns and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But,
absolutely.
But even then, I'm not gonna spend the whole podcast trying to entertain it, to be honest.
Right. No doubt.
It'll get better once I get. I'm gonna say for me personally, once I get things in order, because honestly, I just recently came off of surgery, so.
Oh, shoot, man.
No, it was minor. It was just for a deviated septum that I had. So.
Okay.
But it ain't nothing to tell the whole world. Like you say, I didn't get on Facebook and hey, everybody, I'm I'm in the hospital. I'm there near death. I'm like,
wasn't even necessary.
Wasn't that serious? It wasn't that serious. So, I'm saying we because it is a team. It just ain't solid as people may think it is. But
I dig it.
We'll definitely try to figure out some kind of method to make it some kind of way better. I don't know. I'm new to this myself, so.
Sure, man. I'm enjoying it. It's becoming. You said it yourself, man. It's therapeutic. You know.
It is because some days I'm like, there are days you didn't do a show, and I'm like, damn, man, we need to talk about this. Because it's turning me up right now. I'm like, we need to talk about this right here.
You should have hit me, and that's why I was doing a lot of. Remember in the beginning, I was doing a lot of open conversations.
Yeah.
Yes, because man, it's like the original topic, and then now look at us. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to be able to flow like that, and that's kind of how the TikTok works too. TikTok allows you to just kind of like flow with it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely, in fact, I might set one up for later, an open mic. Not open mic, but open conversation.
I'm gonna call your aunt out on this one. I told you how things catch my attention. When she posted, I was like, "Oh, come on!" Like,
what is it? Come on,
you ain't just giving this slide with this one here.
What's
the one about me and lying?
Oh yeah.
I was like, come on.
Yeah, I saw that. I commented on. In fact, you know what? This is what we're gonna do, right? we gonna table this because it's 2 hours running. I'm gonna set up a podcast for this evening. We're gonna do an open conversation.
Okay.
And we go. This is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go on first. We're gonna address that situation. Then we're gonna go on Facebook, and we're gonna clean up Facebook. We're gonna start targeting posts.
Go right ahead. Hopefully, I get this camera issue fixed up. But I saw that and I said, okay,
guns blazing.
I'm like guns fully loaded. And this was, and I don't know if y'all really noticed. When I responded, it was about 2 a.m.
Fresh brain.
I just happened to be up.
Fresh
and
brain.
I read it. I was like, oh, hell no. Ain't no way I'm going to let this one go.
Right.
Because normally I would have read it and went back to sleep. But I was like, oh, hell no. I'm not letting this one slide.
I'm convinced, man. You know what? I'm convinced Auntie is
she stirred the pot.
I'm convinced she's a Facebook Eminem. What I mean by that? Let me clarify. I feel like she just do things for shock value.
Yeah, because I'm like
they try to get reactions.
I'm like, she knew that one of us was gonna see it and say something. I was like, nah, not this one.
Man,
not this one here. You not gonna roll with that one.
Man, you know me. As soon as I see it, I'll be like Desperado, clack.
Right. It was like I came out with it. And I kid you not, it was 2 a.m. I had just happened to wake up, look at my phone, and I said, oh, wait a minute.
Hey,
wait
man.
a minute, you not finna roll with that one.
And I swear, man, I swear, like they be setting me up because it's seriously. I see, like, I go on Facebook and the first thing I see is her posts.
Yeah, because she posts a lot, and I'm not knocking her for that. I'm like,
is it that because like
you free to post it because I joked about it before. I said I would see like 10 different posts throughout the day that she put up.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie. I read everything. I read everything that everybody posts. I just don't respond to everything. But it'd be certain ones where I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You can't believe that now, do you?
Mm-hmm.
So is she listening? No, it ain't nothing personal. It's just that it's like, for me, it's like throwing blood in a shark tank.
Thank you.
You done caught my attention now. So I'm like, let me see what the hell is going on over here.
From miles away.
Miles away, right. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Let me see what's this about.
She missed this one, but I tell you what, she definitely gonna be on this one this evening because I'm gonna call.
That's fine with me. If you got to say, hey,
you better on this one.
Jump on here.
We talking to you.
This is personal now. We're going to talk to you.
Hey, what I should say, this goes out to you.
Yeah, exactly. And you. Yeah, we about to get a little personal right now. Man, you done did it. So I'm all for it. I'm free this afternoon, so I'm all for it.
Say less. All right, so in fact, I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna go ahead and set that one up.
It's lunchtime, so people should be on Facebook paying attention.
In fact, down to get that one up. That way
go ahead, throw it out there. So
yes, it's Friday night.
It's a Friday. Yeah.
Got paid.
I'm about to get in your pockets then if you just got paid. All right.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna tell you like this, right? This is the spot to be, man. It's Friday this evening. Because it ain't gonna cost you a damn thing to sit here and tune in.
Just tune in. So go ahead and set that up. I'm all for it.
Say less. Hey, you see what it say? Y'all gonna be like Exhibit 8.
Exactly. Exactly. Start calling out these posts because it's like, come on, you going way too far with it.
Damn right. Look, it's time to do better. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a pleasure. I will catch you all this evening. Because like I said, as soon as As soon as we down this one, the next one going up, it'll be this evening. I'm gonna probably Eastern Standard Time. Probably looking at I'm gonna say probably 7 to 8 o'clock.
Okay. I try to remember that.
Well, you get the notification because you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't know how this house functions. The moment I say I'm gonna do something, it's like, oh, let's do this. I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, okay. I know spontaneous. Just go with the flow.
Just go with it. Yeah.
I'm the same way. Same way. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a pleasure. Catch y'all on the next one.
All right.
See y'all this evening.
Yes, sir.
Maniac. Schizophrenic flow. Bishop. Mulatto up. I goes hard. You niggas soft. LeBron shit. These bitches hate me, but they all hoe. Fuck 'em, nigga, bolo.